I'm Scott.
I'm Russell.
And I'm Leo. This is Spitball. Welcome to Spitball, episode 50, where three pixel-peeping perfectionists and a guest empty our heads of startup and tech product ideas that we have stuck up in there so you can all have them for free. Anything that we say is yours to keep, and this week I am so very excited to be welcoming Becca Versace to our show. Becca is, I first learned about Becca's work from her time as a reporter at The Verge, where she's now gone independent, which is very exciting for us. You can find her at youtube.com/Becca Versace, where she takes tech outside. She is she is a camera enthusiast. She is a product tester and reviewer and excellent vlogger, and I am so beyond excited to be welcoming her to the show today. Becca, welcome to Spitball.
Thanks for having me, folks, and what a sweet intro. I appreciate that. Close slip on the Apple enthusiast.
I was going to cut that.
I appreciate the course correction.
I wasn't trying to say Apple enthusiast, but I got caught. I'm looking at a list of what I was going to do here, and it had the word Apple on the screen, and I tripped myself up.
Just to clear the air.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But you worked at The Verge. You were so Apple-coded, right?
I verge. Yep.
I verge.
Right.
Right. Tell us a little bit about what you do at your channel. I'd love to hear about it.
Oh, man. Well, as you said, I take tech outside. I'm really bad at this elevator pitch. You'd think I would have gotten better by now. I'm usually like, just go watch youtube.com/Becca Versace. But yeah, the whole idea is that I review technology, but by actually using it out in the real world. So that manifests in me jumping into lakes and going on road trips and riding an e-bike from New York City to Rochester, New York. And
yeah, you did.
It's really fun. And it's been a wild ride. I'm just about to hit a year of being completely independent from The Verge, which is a wild landmark. So
congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
As we do every week, we want to kick us off with a warm-up game that this time I'm going to call Faux-cus, where, I don't know if you've realized this, but over the years, the Samsungs and Apples and Googles of the world have made 100 million branded gimmicky features in their first-party camera apps, and they all have the most ridiculous names. So, Google Night Sight, Samsung Scene Optimizer, Apple Next Generation Photographic Styles. I just want to go down this list real quick and have you all try to tell me, is this a real feature that either Apple, Samsung, or Google has come up with in the last 15 years on a phone, either during a keynote or a press release, or is this something that I made up?
Russell and Scott, how are you guys good at this sort of thing? I don't know anything about your
I think I've gotten 0 in the last 4 weeks of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
We try to do a this or that or a true or false, whatever, and Scott takes pride in how bad he is at it.
Oh, yeah.
Although the last couple, you've started to...
I just got to guess the opposite of whatever I'm thinking, and it seems to work better.
Nice. I like that.
Well, we'll start off as we always do with our guest, Becca. Apple Retina Flash. Was that a real feature, or is that something I just made up?
I think you made that up. A Retina Flash. Or that could have been an early... Okay, hold on. I feel like that could have been a red eye reduction thing, but I'm going to say no. I don't know anything about the Retina Flash.
That's the real name of the feature that flashes the screen white when you're taking a selfie.
It's called the Retina Flash?
The Retina Flash. I know. I didn't realize this either. That's kind of what inspired this game. I heard that word. I was like, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I call that the very white, bright screen.
It was one of the headline features in iPhone 6S. They were like, look we're introducing Retina Flash. And no one's ever called it that ever.
Horrible branding.
Yeah.
Scott, Samsung 100x space zoom.
Is that the weird one that you would see the picture of the moon if you just look at a street lamp or something? I'm going to say that's real.
That's what they call their 100x zoom feature. That's right. Space. It's very Samsung-y.
See, you're off to a great start, Scott. Now, did you actually think that was real, or you were like, I think that's not real, so it probably is?
Okay, so I actually thought that one was real, and now I'm questioning everything in life, so crap.
Yeah, I got to start using your method, all right.
It is ironic that they got in trouble for that moon thing a couple years ago where they were AIing moon, and they call their feature space zoom. I've never put those two things together, but you're so right. Russell, Google fused video stabilization.
Not real. They wouldn't use the word fused. That's
in the Pixel 2. That's what they called using both OIS and EIS at the same time.
Fusion.
I would have gotten that wrong.
Isn't it ridiculous? I assembled this list, and over the course of many articles, it looked like there were probably 100 terms like this to choose from.
This is a good one.
It's a good one.
Becca, Google Smart Leveler.
Smart leveler? Smart leveler?
Smart Leveler.
They definitely have a level on their cameras that I love. And I think that they would call something smart. I'm going to say, yeah.
I made that one.
No?
I love the level too. I use the level constantly. I'm a Pixel 9 Pro fan, and yeah, holy cow.
Wow, Leo.
Listen, I'm gonna get every one of these things wrong. This
love that.
This is when I leave the tech journalism space right here.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the front page of all the controversy blogs.
Yeah, Becca leaves
Leo's
the
just
tech
really
world.
good at this game. He just loves to make the game shows to destroy us. I don't know how he does it.
There's a lot of gimmicks out there in the world to take from.
Yeah.
It's true.
Scott, Google Real Tone.
I have no idea on that one. I'm going to say no. That just seems too plain for Google.
That's their attempt to address racial bias in skin tone as of last year. Yep, that's real.
They're big on it.
They use accurate color science on the skin tones. Yep.
Scott's getting canceled. No,
I'm going.
you don't know that, Scott? Oh, man. Come on. Everyone knew that.
Ooh, happy it wasn't me.
Read the trademarks.
I feel like, Becca, you probably know a lot of these, so I tried to pick ones that were a little harder for you, so don't feel
I'm
bad if you
getting
don't
that
know.
sense. Every time it comes to Scott, I'm like, come on, that's like a main feature. Rude.
Roast him. Get him. Russell, Samsung Bixby Beauty Reality.
Totally. 1,000%. I use it all the... No, it's got to be real. It's got to be real, right?
It's very Samsung sounding. I made that one up.
Oh, my God.
But-
Beauty, reality, that sounds perfect. Bixby, you even put Bixby in there. That was amazing, Leo. That was...
The Bixby sold it because
Yep.
if it's a bad name, it's got to be associated with Bixby.
100%. Becca, one more time through. Let's do the Apple True Depth camera.
Yes,
All one word.
it is real.
Yeah, that one's the front facing. That's the dot projector. That's what
that
they
one.
call it.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that term before. I know that they have the Face ID dot projector thing, but yeah, all one
Yeah.
word, capital D. True
It's cool
depth.
because when we were at the Verge, we like filmed it with like an IR camera, and it is
Yes, I
it
referenced
is
that.
crazy. Yeah, like the amount of dots it shoots out. Like when you see it on IR, it's like, holy cow! Thank God we
It's so
can't see that
cool.
wavelength.
So the way that the Face ID front-facing camera works is that it shoots out a bunch of little laser pointer type things in infrared, so that it makes a
Like
depth map.
by a bunch, he means like thousands.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
crazy.
cool. And they do that so that you can use it in the dark. So it's not just like a visual thing. So they're
yeah.
using an infrared camera to say, oh, there's the like map of where the dots are landing, you know?
Whenever I see my wife on the baby monitor, her face will flash like a bunch of lights, right? I think that's
Yeah.
probably it, right? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't love like tight patterns. Like I'm one of those people like it like makes me so when we were doing it, I was like, am I gonna pass out? Like it's because it's really it's a lot of dots on a face.
There's a name for that. It's the same
There-
with the Mac Pro holes
Yeah,
on the
that
front
that
of the...
one didn't bug me. That one
Okay.
didn't, but yes, it's that sort of like a rash on skin. You're learning a lot
Yeah.
about me. I'm out. I'm out.
I get it.
Scott, Samsung Virtual Aperture.
That sounds... I'm going to go the opposite. Plain enough, yes, that is real.
That's what they call it on the S25. They have a bunch of fake aperture values now, and they're all emulated in software. So they shoot in one, but then you can switch it up.
Nice job, Scott.
Russell, I got a hard one for you, Russell. Samsung Nona Cell. NONA-CELL.
You misspelled it, Leo. It's nano cell. Oh, that one exists. Nona. No, there's no grandma in the cell phone. All right?
He's trying to trick you.
So you think it's fake?
It's fake.
That's actually what they call their pixel binning tech on the S21
Seriously?
No.
version. They have two different names for it, and that one's the most ridiculous one. I have one more for Samsung. Shoot. Well, I should have done an all Samsung round next time. I wasn't keeping track of who won at this point. I think it was maybe Russell. You had 2 out of 3, I think, and then didn't get the last one. So, Russell,
always get 2 out of
as
3.
always, our champion. We're very well done, sir.
Congrats, Russell.
However, I think you went first last week. Scott, hit us up. What do you got this week?
Okay, I'm nervous because I'm trying to pitch essentially a YouTube channel or some kind of platform. I've never done this before. I normally do hardware, and I know nothing about YouTube channels on here, but I feel like this is the perfect one for Becca.
I'm so
All right,
excited.
So
Hit me.
I've wanted to do this for a long time. Picture a community-sourced Mythbusters meets like Reddit, where there's like some kind of forum. Anyone can submit a question, product, tech, or just literally anything that they want an answer to. Don't have a means to find out, but someone else could find out through some kind of open source. So like I could ask a question on this forum like, I always lose my earbuds in the washing machine. What brand of earbuds are most likely to survive the washing machine? Or what happens if I put a glow stick in a microwave? Like, I just want to know the answer to this kind of stuff. And then, based on this forum, hopefully popular questions will rise to the top. And then Russell could go out and be like, I want to know this too. I'm just going to take a quick video, throw it on there, and answer someone else's question on there. Eventually, you'll get a bunch of different videos on there. You could create compilations or other things of like, the most popular question on here, here's 20 videos of people trying to answer it, and then group it all together. And they're all like, short little TikToks or something equivalents. And that's the whole idea. I just have a dozen of these questions that I've always wanted to know, and I'm hoping someone else can help me with it.
I'm hoping someone else can ruin their microwave.
Exactly.
I'm in. This is genius. How much are you asking? What's the investment price?
20%.
I'm asking for $20 million for 1%.
That's really fun. If a bunch of people are all submitting the videos, it's probably not something that can live on like one YouTube channel or one. This is almost its own independent social network.
I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know what platform or what this could be on here.
I mean, is this just a Reddit thread? Is this?
It might just be a Reddit thread,
like a subreddit.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Or you could be the host and you would just do every single one of these.
You curate it.
Oh, God.
You know?
Oh, you just do all of them. I see.
Yeah, you have to do them.
Whatever the most popular question is on here, I will find a way to answer that question. I feel like, yeah.
Hey, internet, dare me to do anything. Whatever gets the most votes wins.
This can't possibly end badly, right?
No.
But a glow stick in a
this is
microwave
great.
is something I definitely want to know the answer to right now.
Me too.
Go to Goodwill.
Yeah, and you have to do it at night in the dark, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, frick.
And then you put 40 glow sticks in there because you just got to know now, right?
Gotta know.
Until the microwave breaks, you have a ton of content, right?
Yep.
I feel like Will It Blend has a much better vibe than Will It Microwave.
That's
I disagree, actually. And then the microwave's got to be like in the middle of a field.
Right.
I mean, just because naturally you should be far away from it, but like it would just and the image is beautiful.
An anonymous person in a hazmat suit walks up to it and starts it, and that's the whole frame you get.
Wait, this is perfect.
Microwave.
Scott, I can't wait to watch this.
This is why we spitball. You start with one idea and it ends up like 90 degrees over there.
Perfect.
I think Becca's right. You have all of the tools you need to build this as a subreddit, dude. Because you'd be able to have like moderation staff who's keeping track of only the top level posts are some kind of video platform link, and various people are like taking on the request, which was upvoted to the top. Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, the liability is where it gets scary. But that's for you to figure out, you know.
One
Have
disclaimer.
a big disclaimer on
Yeah.
top. Do not do this whatsoever. Never test any of these hypotheses.
Caution, do not attempt. There, done.
Done.
Easy.
Done.
Yeah, you said you have like 12 questions you could think of. Do you, not to put you on the spot, but are there any other things that
No,
you'd be
they're
like,
always just random ones in the moment. The vast majority is like, crap, I just spilled coffee all over this laptop. I wonder which one would survive the best out of all the laptops in the world. Would a MacBook beat a Precision or something?
Okay, product testy.
Yeah, they all start with product test and then they get a little crazier.
This is a great idea.
Everyone in this Reddit thread, pour coffee on your laptops and document what happens.
I'm a little worried about that aspect. It's just people destroying all their own products for science, though.
Yeah, but you helped that out.
But honestly, though, that's kind of why I like this idea, just because, like, I might have an old whatever laptop that I'm like, I don't care, or I can toss these old earbuds in a washing machine and let's just see what happens.
Or you've already done it.
Or you've already done
I've
it.
washed many earbuds. I can tell you which ones, lasted
That's
for
true.
more than a week after.
Nope, Becca, I want empirical evidence, and I need you to go out and buy more earbuds and try it again.
yeah, you get review
Deal.
samples, don't you?
Yeah, and I
Welcome
love to
to
just
Becca's washing channel.
throw them right into my washing machine. Thank you, Samsung, for sending over these great buds.
Yeah,
Here they go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a great way to
The
stay
jerry
on
rig
PR
everything
list.
method. No, not a great way.
26-inch monitor in the washing machine. Just
Yeah. At what point, like, does the other product win? At what point does your it's like washing machine versus?
Yeah, right.
How many earbuds does it take to stop a washing machine?
Yeah. Oh my god. That's insane. So that's nightmare fuel. That's something I would definitely dream about. I'm like, oh my god, it was filled with earbuds.
This is Pyrotechnics, the YouTube channel. Tech is like right? And you just throw
Technics.
tech in microwaves, how much water does it take for your MacBook to explode, right? Just like stuff like that. Just
I work a lot with lithium batteries, and this idea honestly came from like, what would happen if I just stabbed this as hard as I could with a scalpel? Like, I just know you're not supposed to do that, but maybe someone has a setup where they could.
I think you know what would happen.
Or maybe someone's just gonna get hurt.
I think we do know what would happen.
Yeah. That might be a well-trodden path on YouTube. I haven't done the what happens if I stab a lithium battery search in a while, but I feel like I've seen those pop up on the front page of Reddit once in a while.
Okay, lithium phosphorus then, not lithium polymer. Like, I want to see it all variety and go down the line.
and then C4.
The battery stabber. Welcome to another episode of the battery stabber.
My heart rate is like rising right now. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Just an indoor closed environment for that stuff, right, Scott? Like that's
Right.
what.
I've got a bathroom fan going. It's fine.
Leo, what have you brought us this week?
All right. You've probably seen those posts that go viral on the front page of Reddit or whatever, where you've got like two different people saying, oh my gosh, we were at the same place at the same time when we were kids, or I can't believe it, my wife was right down the street for all those years and I didn't know it when we were kids, or whatever. Some sort of like family photo happenstance, right? I think that there should be a feature in Google Photos or a separate service that you upload your catalogs to where it does a bit of matching, not only off of the photo itself and its contents, but the metadata, so that you could be like, wow. It's a little bit like a Match.com or Ancestry.com type thing, but just for your family photos. Most of the photos that you have are cataloged and have location and have time and have that sort of thing, and we should be doing more to like have people have those moments, right? We could manufacture the, oh my gosh, that random stranger on Reddit is the person in the background of the photo that I have, and they have the same photo at the different angle back from Disney World 20 years ago, right? And it seems like we're like that close. Everyone's already uploading all their photos to the cloud, and they're already getting AI scanned, and we know metadata about them, and also the contents of the photo itself are, you know, being cataloged and tagged and all that. We're like 99% of the way there to having two different users in this platform be made aware that each other have an interesting perspective. It could be opt-in, I don't know, but that's the idea. It doesn't have a name yet. It needs like old family photo catalog matching.com.
Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue.
This sounds like a dating app.
Yeah.
It's 100%.
You both love that laundromat. You're taking photos there all the time.
Well, now you can, find people that, you know, at these locations, you're like, oh, I like that photo of them on the selfies at the gym, right? Isn't that, I don't know, I'm looking at.
Oh.
And then
Maybe that's how
someone's
they meet.
like, the match is like in the background, like struggling through a rep or something. Yeah, absolutely.
Just a really unflattering picture of them doing something.
Yeah.
I like that.
It would be cool to see. I mean, I know there's like heat maps and stuff, but like all of Google Photos put onto a heat map would be like very. And then I want to go to the least photographed place.
Yeah.
You know,
Or just like see it throughout time, right? A slider, a scrubber to say, oh, wow, you can see all of the people coming into a certain spot for New Year's Eve and then back out or whatever. That'd be cool.
yeah, or
That
just
would be
like
cool.
over like as soon as like Instagram popped off, like I'm sure like like certain locations just went like through the roof. Yeah.
You want like the vacation planner where you know where not to go because everyone goes there.
Yes.
The
Yes.
heat map of that island or whatever.
Yeah. See, does Google like do they have the power? Is there somebody in Google who has this heat map?
Right.
Probably, right?
They're too busy eating dinner and lunch at their cool kitchens. Nobody's coding that, right?
This is all we know of Google.
Gemini is coding that up. Unfortunately, it doesn't work.
I will say the Google Office does have incredible cookies.
Yeah?
I'm gonna stop by there, right? It's just they
Yeah, I'll
probably don't.
swing through on the way to work today.
Right, that'd be cool.
So they're get a cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the face. So like with my photo album, you can see like it has all the faces of the people or dogs. That's kind of cool. If I could share my entire, if somebody had a photo, like they've been taking photos of me, it'd be nice to know, hey, can you just, all the pictures of me that you have on your phone that's identified my face, like, can you just like link me to that so I know what I look like in all my photos that you've taken of me? That, multiply that by the whole nation, and now you can.
Here's every picture of Russell.
Whoa. Have you ever gone to the Google Photos or Apple Photos list of faces and just scrolled to the bottom? Like, who are these people? That'd be awesome to like send that along to them. Like, hey, this was my family pic, but you're in the background. I don't know if that's interesting to you,
Yes. I walk the Brooklyn Bridge a lot, and I am in the background of many of photos, and I actually don't want this. I don't want to know.
Opt in.
Just like the angry New Yorker, like, trudging through.
Too self-aware. I don't want to be that self-aware, but yeah, that makes sense.
I don't need to know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Russell, what do you got for us this week?
All right, so I have another kind of podcast, YouTube channel kind of idea, because I think we've done this in real life where there's been a few friends of mine that have been like, oh, how do we update our resume? What is great about this? And how do we get a job that we like, right? And so a lot of this is just the podcast. It's just like the Dave Ramsey or these other financial podcasts where people come on, bring their resume, figure out how to negotiate their salary. And we just talk through, a little bit of what you enjoyed in your last job, what you didn't, and how your resume is actually depicting it. It's a little bit of therapy because I think every job creates just pain and anguish, especially in your early 20s when you just don't know what you're doing. And you kind of need like a little bit of pulling you out of that abusive relationship almost from your job. And then writing on paper the good stuff. That's the resume process. Writing the good stuff, what made you actually look good on paper. It just turns out that people think, oh yeah, I managed like a team of 5 people and did video editing for this guy does live streaming stuff. And I'm like, that sounds incredible. Oh, it was for gaming though. It's not cool. I'm like, that's cool. And he just was poo-pooing over his career or his last job. And I'm like, man, if you put that on paper that you even led people, like that's huge, right? And I think people need to hear that. Also, people need to come on the show and like listen and do it publicly, and that'd be it, right? No, none of this YouTuber, here's the 5 things that make your resume awesome, right? Here's how to gamify your
real life example.
Yeah, I hate that. It's just we're past that now, I think, with this day and age. We just need more real life authentic. Yes. That's it. That's the whole channel.
Calm, collected Dave Ramsey presence guiding you through. Oh, I love that, Russell.
This is great.
Yeah.
I think LinkedIn would sponsor this so quick.
They
but
would.
Also, like, I would listen to this, especially with like how hard it is to get jobs. This is great.
Unlimited content too, right? Just everybody, you just have people in theory just coming on, and it might be rehashed again and again, but if you just Joe Rogan it, right? You just, all right, we're going to do 8.
What does that mean?
Doesn't Joe Rogan do like...
I also don't know what that means.
Oh, does he? Sorry.
But I was with you. I was like, yeah, Joe Rogan it, man.
Joe Rogan. he does like he just like binges recordings just.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Back to back guests, or super long form, and then he should edit them down a lot more. So, but I think it's just be back to back. Yeah, Joe, I'm calling you out. If you want to fight us, no, I'm kidding.
We're coming for him.
We're coming for you. We're not that famous yet. But no, that's the idea. It's just getting a bunch of people on the pod. Yeah.
It honestly opens up such a great way to just talk about like work culture too. Like people could begin to talk about their past jobs, what they loved, what they hated, who they loved working with, who they hated. I think it's awesome and like so relatable. I'm genuinely like, this is sick.
That's really fun.
Right?
I'm picturing someone in a salary negotiation, like talking to their soon-to-be boss, being like, hold on a second, running out and calling Russell real quick. Like, you got to help me. Here's what's going on. Here's the situation.
Hop on my Zoom call, my Riverside.
And then you could even like interview designers. Like there is a whole ecosystem around like resume building. Like what should it look like?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Canva. Listen.
Yeah.
We could blow this up. Like we could have the design one. We could have the business developer one, the engineer one, right?
It's a podcast network already.
If you ever looked at an engineer resume versus a designer resume, they're two very different things.
Yeah. Russell, do you work with resumes? How did you?
No, when I was really into trying to get a real job instead of a startup job, I went hard in the paint when it comes to like LinkedIn optimization, use a bunch of AI tools. And I don't know. And then I realized that I had to do a lot of like self-reflecting. If you talk about your job with other people, you realize how much better your resume gets when you start talking to people about it. And so I just binged that, talked to my friends, recruiters, and that really helped me. And so I was like, wow, that should be for everybody. And then I do that for other people now. So that's
cool.
how it happened.
Yeah. I've been very fortunate that I've gotten all of my jobs like just through word of mouth and like knowing people. But anytime I've had to apply to a job with a resume and go through the formal process, it's so hard. It's just like so unhumane as well. I find it very like impersonal and
interview fatigue is a very real thing. Resume fatigue. Mm-hmm.
And then you like hop on these calls with these strangers and like, I don't know, they're in some closet in Indianapolis and you're in
and get judged for an hour.
Right? Yeah, it's inhumane is the word. I feel like, you're just like a name on a list, right? But you're a human trying to survive on the other side of the call. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Podcast network, though. I love it. Different niches, LinkedIn sponsored. If it's not going to be me, it's going to be somebody else. That's for sure.
Yes.
And like mental health awareness and stuff is becoming so much more of a thing in the cultural zeitgeist that there's like this finally an opportunity of having people who are interested in hearing this stuff, these stories, this, I think the real moneymaker here is not that you're talking about a resume, but that you're like digging into that person's story and what was the good and bad and what can be learned from that. What lessons are you applying to the next job? All that kind of stuff. That's cool.
And people use LinkedIn as their social media.
Russell does.
You know that the base is there.
Oh yeah, it's the only one I use because I have to use it for work, and then I'm like, oh, my friend is on there, right?
Yeah, it works. I mean, sometimes I get scrolling on there, and I'm like, what is this world?
It's hustle bros, and I find it detestable.
No, but it's cool. I think it's cool. I'm just happy that everyone has their places.
Here's 9 lessons I learned about B2B from having a kid.
Oh, I hate those.
Yeah. Cool.
It's like when I find like a weird like other niche on YouTube and then I dive in, like it's so interesting to me. It's like, how do they tell their stories and what stories are they telling and what is their lighting like? I don't know. I truly adore it.
It's a cultural artifact. Whole subcultures.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Okay, I have an idea.
All right, Becca, what's your idea?
Okay. My idea is a bit like I actually want this thing, but I feel like it needs to be expanded. So I wear a smartwatch to bed every night only for the purpose of it vibrating on my wrist to wake me up. Oh. And I would love a product that does not cost $250 that does that because I feel like it could be $20.
Yeah.
I just want a wrist alarm clock that vibrates and is obviously incredibly reliable.
Yeah.
And maybe does something else too. But like I don't need sleep tracking. I got like a smart ring for that. I literally just need an alarm clock that doesn't wake up my partner.
That is, yes. I also use my smartwatch for waking up and it's way better than old alarm clock systems for not disturbing the people that are in the room for sure.
Yeah. And it's got like 2 buttons, snooze and off. But the off button is a switch and the snooze button is a click, like a push in, because they need to be different because you don't want to accidentally, because I do that too. I accidentally swipe the wrong thing and then I sleep till 10 a.m. So it's like fine, but it's bad.
Right.
That's all I want.
There are a lot of people out there who are like rejecting modernity and wanting to not have, you've got your light phones and stuff that you've reviewed too, but also just like distant from all technology on purpose in life. And so that's the person who would have like the little Timex, very old fashioned, disconnected, dumb alarm clock.
Yeah.
This is the version of that, but wrist worn.
Yeah. Because that is a great alarm clock, but it's very loud.
Ugly. There's no nice looking ones that I've seen.
They're cute. I think they're cute.
Like retro?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love thrift stores. What can I say?
Sure.
I love it. I literally had this exact problem with my wife like 2 or 3 days ago. Like I was like, it was 6:30 and I kept hitting snooze over and over again. And I just put on my Apple Watch again to like, rock that. But also, and then I start wearing it during the day and then it dies before I go to bed. And so I never can trust it to be alive by the time I need it to be alive.
Yep.
And then I'm back to like square one again, right? I think let's say you want to go full sleep tracking. I also have like one of those smart rings and then I'm always forgetting to charge it. And then it's like I would love a better sleep tracker that is just like a snooze alarm and a sleep tracker. So then I have my day watch and my night watch or something. Night watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Night
it could be way cheaper
watch.
because you don't need a screen or anything, right? It's just like
You're just charging the other one.
Simple.
I love that.
It's literally just an analog watch with a little motor in it. $20.
Honestly, I wouldn't even use it just for night. I want this throughout the day too. I want to set it for like every 45 minutes or something. So when I get super hyper fixated on something that's like your watch is beeping, drink some water. Just like stop for 10 seconds, take care of yourself, then go back to your hyperfixation, and it just goes off all day long.
A Pomodoro timer.
And I feel like most people would be like, that's a smartwatch, but I don't want the
I
notifications.
want it dumb. I don't want
Yeah.
texts and everything on my hand. I just want the simplest thing that
Yep.
I can still trust to work.
And maybe it pairs with an app because it has to, because it's 2025. But but also because then you could like set up different alarms and all that and monitor its battery and everything. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. That's the thing. Like how far, like at what point do you like,
Right.
do we have to limit it? Do we have to keep it unapp connected?
There's like the light phone but watch for the tech people who want to have the moment where they disconnect. But then you've got this other segment of like, I don't want to be technology at all. How do you address that market? I feel like that's the one that you'd be able to sell this to first, right? You have to set it on there like old watches, like a Casio, whatever, where you're trying to like set the time and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Having
There's a
that.
rotary dial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, as you're talking, I'm thinking about it. That's kind of the reason why I went with the Withings one, because it looks like analog and it's got the analog whatever and stuff, but then it does do sleep tracking and it does do smart alarms, but there's not a big postage stamp LCD that's shining at you with notifications and stuff. It's a little bit more non-intrusive and all that.
Right.
But there's no dumb.
But how much, can I ask how much that was?
It's the Withings ScanWatch 2, so I got it used, but I think brand new they're like $350 or something crazy. Yeah.
This is a
I got mine on
$20.
Yeah, I like
$30.
Becca's $20 version.
Totally.
It's like,
simple, clean. Don't think about it. Lose it.
Lose it.
I mean, right?
Lose it.
It's just like
High-five.
Honestly,
it's water
Lose it
bottle.
overnight.
it's like one of those things where like you lose it somewhere in your house and it vibrates at the same time every day, but you will never find it. It's like that's
Where is it? We've got 30 seconds to find it. Yeah.
That's right. Well,
you're just narrowing it to certain rooms throughout weeks. Yeah, like that.
until it
it's
dies.
so millennial. Like the Timex watch beeping every hour. Beep, beep, right?
Yes.
In the couch. You can't find it.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah, so that's my grand idea. Someday I'll make it. Watch out.
Send us one when you do, please.
But the other thing I would like to design a little bit is sometimes I do fall asleep on my smartwatch. Like it's like between me and the bed, and then it vibrates like the entire then it's like, and so like I need to figure out a motor that no matter like if you fall asleep on it, it's like only gonna like hit your skin. That's where the innovation's
A
gonna
very
happen.
light electric shock.
That's it.
Yes.
I have seen a version of what you're describing, but it goes under your pillow. It's like a little alarm clock vibrate thing. You almost want that, but just on the wrist. Yeah.
Right, but then the pillow, like, there's no way your partner doesn't feel that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
You just get a smelling salt. Just cracks open it. right awake. Yeah.
That's what this is.
Trouble sleeping in?
Yeah, it's like you wear it almost like a mask. Like it's like goes
A
underneath your
CPAP
nose.
machine?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
A CPAP inline. Struggle with waking up and have a CPAP? Boy, do we have an add-on accessory for you.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Whoa.
Wake up to the feeling of death every morning.
I have passed out and been woken up with smelling salts one time in a hospital, and it is awful. It is.
What's that like?
It is. It burns like heck all the way up your sinuses and stuff. All of a sudden, just someone punched you in the face. It hurts.
That's terrifying.
So you're not hitting snooze.
That would be helpful for like, when you have a flight. Like I have like the 5 a.m., 6 a.m. flight. Like sometimes I'm like, I need it. That's like the 3 alarm thing.
Yeah.
Right.
The third alarm is the smelling salts.
This is where you get the anklet, the wrist watch, you get the 3 all in different, you always set them a minute apart, right? That's how I do it, right? So that you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I would buy 3 of those Bluetooth watch or whatever, those smartwatch wake up vibrator things so I can just get up on time.
Honestly, if I knew like the smelling salts were going to hit me on like the 4th
I was
snooze
gonna
on
say,
there, I would be up on the 3rd, like, okay, I know this is coming.
Because I kind of do that as a threat to myself where I have one watch alarm and then 5 minutes later I have the phone alarm that I know will wake up my partner. So I like, oh shoot, I got to remember to like go dismiss that alarm, and that kind of makes me get up, you know? You almost have that, but oh god, I'm holding a gun to myself and the smelling salts are coming if I don't.
Yeah, that is enough for me to get out of bed. 100%.
Well, dear listener, if you are listening to us to help get to sleep, we hope that your wake up is exactly when you want it to be and not aggressive. Thank you very much for listening. We hope you enjoyed yourself. And thank you very much, Becca, for joining us. This was awesome.
Thanks for having me. This was so fun.
One more time, where can we find your channel?
Oh, man. If you search Becca, tech as in technology, on YouTube, or really anywhere, I'll come right up. But otherwise, youtube.com/Becca Versace. Thank you so much. This was so fun. And yes, look for the wristwatch alarm wake up machine coming to your local Walmart or Dollar Tree, who knows, within the next few years.
Our website is spitball.show. There you can find links to our YouTube channel, other social media. Email us comments, feedback, ideas. We'd love to hear from you. We are a podcast at spitball.show, and that's also how you can follow us on the Fediverse, such as Mastodon. We are a podcast at spitball.show or on Blue Sky at spitball.show. Our subreddit is r/spitballshow. Our intro-outro music is Swingers by Bonkers Beat Club. Please, if you wouldn't mind, that one friend of yours who is never on time to anything ever because they never wake up, send them a link to this episode. We'd love to have them as a listener. And please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever it is that you're listening on. That is the best way for people to find out about the show. New episodes coming out in 2 weeks. We will see you then.